Today's video is about words. It's about the main words in sentences, and those are nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. And we'll be using those terms in this course, and it's good to be able to recognize them in a sentence and to be able to choose the correct form of one of these words. Let's start with nouns. You've probably heard nouns are people and places and things. So in this first sentence, people, of course, is a noun, and park is a noun. You see many nouns in this picture, don't you? Here are some: dogs, a cat, umbrellas. The women are holding umbrellas against the sun. Some men are wearing hats. That water is a pond, and you can see boats, trees, grass, and children. In that list, you notice that some nouns are plural: dogs, umbrellas, hats, boats, trees, grass. Some are plural without S: people and children. Some are singular: a cat, a pond. There's only one. And we have one non-count noun, and that's grass. That means you can't say there's one grass, two grass, three grass. It's also called a collective noun. So you can see, yes, it's very basic that nouns are people, places, and things, but you can also see you have to think about the things that go around the noun and the endings and the little words that go in front. Now let's look at adjectives. Adjectives go in front of nouns. So here you have the young men, and you have a cloudy day. Sometimes an adjective will describe a noun at the end of a sentence, and I'll just tell you an example. The sky is blue. Blue is an adjective. The waves are high. High is an adjective. The wind is strong, and strong is an adjective. So it goes before the noun, but it could go after is or am or are also. Can you see any other adjectives in this picture? So these are all describing words that could go in front of a noun or after is, am, are, was, or were. Blue, scary, fun, dangerous, happy, late, difficult, warm, deep, hungry. Maybe the boys are hungry. We can also say they're hungry boys. We need to feed the hungry boys. All right, one other one I want to introduce today is the verbs, and those are the action words. So the man catches fish and feeds his family. Now, catches and feeds are the actions, and you notice that they both end in S, which is a special rule for verbs that follow a singular noun. Okay, can you see other verbs when you look at this picture? He bends, he pulls, the waves crash, the grass grows. He can make dinner. Maybe He and his wife have children. They eat the fish. Nothing can happen. All right. Now I could put those in the past tense to talk about if this happened yesterday or last year or 100 years in the past. Some change form, like bent and grew and made and ate. And some just have an ed ending, as pulled or crashed or happened. So, of course, it's a vocabulary issue to learn all the words that have different forms in the past. So we have to pay attention to verbs also. So these generally appear in patterns, and we're just going to look at two very simple patterns. Happy people laugh. Nice children play. So you see the adjective before the noun, and that pair of words goes before the verb. Sometimes you have an adjective, noun, plus verb plus noun. The small boys ate lunch. The new neighbors have a dog. You could put the adjective in front of the second noun too. You could say the small boys ate a delicious lunch. The new neighbors have a friendly dog, and combine in different ways. Let's try to look at this picture, which is a famous picture. We are celebrating Martin Luther King Day because he was an important civil rights leader to try to make the laws fair for all people in the United States. So this is a picture from history from the 1960s. These are words that you could use to describe the picture, but I want you to think about where you would put those words. For example, Dr. King is a noun, so he would go under noun. Carry is a verb, so you'd put that under verb. Red is an adjective, so you'd put that under adjective. See if you can think about where each one of those go, and then you should stop the recording, try to think about where they go, and then start the recording again to see the answers. This is what I came up with. Now you could use those to make your own sentences. Maybe you would need to add a and the or some of those smaller grammar words, but I might say something like Dr. King joins hands. Dr. King and the men join hands. People protest. The protest is serious. The serious people march. So you can, experiment. Here's another one. See if you can think, if you look at this picture, what would be some nouns that you see? What are some adjectives? What are some verbs, some actions that are going on? Stop the recording and make a list, and then start the recording to see what I came up with. Some nouns I saw were men, tools, like the shovel, pants, hats, equipment, that's a non-count noun, and workers, those would all be nouns. You could also say shirts and wheels and mountains, lots of things. Adjectives I see are red, green, brown, hard, strong, difficult. I could also say heavy, thirsty, hungry, hot, lots of adjectives. Verbs might be dig, stand, drink, work. Oh, I have drink twice. Okay. Look, try. So maybe you came up with some others. You could describe the picture. The strong men work. A man wears green pants. The workers wear hats. An old man is drinking water. So in those sentences, I added a few grammar words, but you can see some of the words from the other lists. So I hope this helps you to get in your mind, this is a noun, this is an adjective, and this is a verb. We'll be working with these more, but I just am hoping that now you feel comfortable naming these three parts of speech.